Yeah, that's a good way to start. Hi, vlog time. Rented a couple of movies tonight. One of them off of the PlayStation Network. The other two from local video store that I sometimes frequent. These would be my quick thoughts on them. One such movie I haven't actually gotten to yet is, of course, Kevin Smith's Tusk. That one group of people that I follow said it was terrible. I think all around a lot of major reviewers have said the movie was terrible. Though some of these reviews say otherwise, but that's never really usually to be trusted. Let's see. Variety said Kevin Smith's very best work. It's hard to read. It's hard to read in this light, and my eyes are getting bad as I get old. First showing said wild, wacky, grotesque, walrus fun, completely insane, a naughty thrill, indie wire. Okay, so aside from Variety, not a lot of other very well-known. Oh, and IGN said magnificently macabre and beautifully bizarre. Since when does IGN review movies? But, I mean, I'll take a look at it later, and I was about to put that into the hard to kill box. I've been watching a lot of clips of a bunch of old Steven Seagal movie fights, and I hadn't seen this movie in a long time, so still cheesy as hell. The action scenes are good and fun. Seagal's acting does leave quite a bit to be desired. I've always found his approach or his acting to be pretty funny, to be honest. Because he's always had this way of speaking that I guess I'll refer to it as Zen breathing, where it's his eyes are half shut and he talks in a weird sort of almost wisp kind of way, where it's like, this land belongs to the Eskimos, and I'm not gonna let you deter it. Don't make me have to hurt you. Yeah, I don't know. I mean, I've never been the best with impressions, but yeah. Still a good, fun movie, but yeah, pretty goddamn silly. And then digital download rental, or maybe stream really, because I didn't actually download anything, was the Peanuts movie. And from a few people who I follow who reviewed it, said, yeah, this was really good. And yeah, I gotta agree, this was really good. I will say it wasn't laugh out loud funny, but it was very charming and it was very enjoyable. It did bring a few tears to my eyes, but I am such a stone cold, cynical old fag at this point in my life that, you know, it's almost impossible for me to cry at just about any movie. But you know what this is, really, to me? This is just a good example of a kid's movie that is just all around good and doesn't have to appeal to the lowest common denominator, doesn't have to be filled with dick and fart jokes. And, you know, and I mean, while it might not be something that, you know, that you're going to burst out laughing at or anything like that, this is something, you know, that the whole family can enjoy. And this was just a good sit down and watch and, you know, and get a few small laughs out of and just really enjoy. I think some of my favorite moments, of course, all belong to Snoopy. Snoopy, I think, has always been a character that I've really liked. And, I mean, this is a movie really for anybody. Especially somebody with a severe lack of confidence. And, you know, and somebody who doubts themselves on a daily basis, and, you know, has a hard time wanting or really seeking approval, you know, of other people and such things like that. So, but yeah, you know, this was just a really good, you know, a really good, really charming, really fun movie, and I really liked it. I would certainly recommend it. It's worth a rental. It's worth watching again, too. So, yeah, by all means. Which kind of brings up a little mini rant that I'd like to share. A while ago, for those of you who don't know, David Cross is a stand-up comedian who's pretty well known for forming the television show, or I should say, co-founding the TV show Mr. Show, which I think was on HBO or something like that. You know, and well, for anybody else who may not know, he was also in the Chipmunks trilogy movies. I don't know if he was in the fourth. To be fair, I haven't watched them, but I've seen reviews for him that say, yeah, these movies are terrible. And he's in all of them, and he was doing he was doing an interview a while ago where somebody kind of gave him shit for being in the Chipmunks movie, and to which his sort of counter argument to it was, hey man, it's a stupid kids movie. You know, and I would just like to say, you know, I get really sick of that argument, and I'm sure a lot of other people do. You know, especially some people, you know, who can get some fun out of a good kids movie. But I would just like to say, for the argument, that just because it's a kids movie doesn't mean it has to be garbage. It doesn't. I mean, you want good examples, look at just about anything that Disney, Pixar, or DreamWorks, or any one of those companies who has put out a really good kids movie that anybody can enjoy. Hell, The Incredibles, WALL-E, the How to Train Your Dragon movies, which I've heard are good, Frozen. There are just, you know, and not just, you know, big name companies. I'm sure there are, you know, maybe some smaller companies that have also put out some good stuff. You know, now, I mean, Disney and Pixar, you know, and DreamWorks, you know, they can be good about, you know, putting a lot of work into something like that. And yeah, it's going to have a few fart jokes every once in a while, you know, because that's for the kids. But it can also have, you know, some good, smart humor. It can have some good characters. From what I understand about the Chipmunks movies, they're not good characters. And it's also kind of silly to note how the Chipmunks have, like, fairly well-known named actors behind them, but you wouldn't even know that because of the fact that they're chipmunks, so the voices are pitched in the editing process. So you wouldn't even know that, oh, that's Justin Long, who's playing Alvin. You wouldn't even know that, so what's even the point until, you know, the credits, but yeah, I just get really sick of that argument that, oh, well, it's a stupid kids movie. It doesn't have to be good. No. Kids movies can be good. They don't have to be amazing, but they at least should be good. They shouldn't be garbage. You know, they especially should not be the kind of garbage that the Chipmunks movie looked like they were, which was garbage. But they're still making them. Alright, anyway, I'll come back soon with my thoughts on the movie Tusk. If you guys enjoyed this, please hit the like and subscribe button. I would really appreciate it. I gotta do something about the lighting in this room, but this is really all I have, so. And you can check me out on Twitter at JMR2709. See you guys next time. Take care of yourselves.